Our team had a unique chance to participate in an organizational culture challenge Beyond Borders that was carried out by International Hub Organization and co-hosted by Microsoft and GBC, Global Business Center. The Beyond Borders Company Culture Challenge provided a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to put together enthusiastic students from all over the world. Student teams suggested innovative ways to help organizations create stronger and more sustainable organizational cultures across boundaries during the case competition. The competition consisted of 3 parts. On the first one, our team was assigned a number and was asked to prepare an 8-minute presentation by answering the questions provided by the organizers before and to record the presentation in Microsoft Teams app. Then, if we are selected as semi-finalists and finalists, our teams had to present the project live twice. Nevertheless, with the rise of nationalism, factionalism, racism, and culturalism, Beyond Borders competition has enabled us to create a discussion on company culture within companies around the world and to suggest potential alternatives for the future environment of the global workplaces.
Hello everyone, my name is Anton Priма and I'm one of the members of Team 32 who participate in the Beyond Borders Cultural Diversity Challenge. As a group, we were given 4 questions to answer during the competitions, which were: how can Microsoft attract more diverse talent from around the world? What can Microsoft do to be more inclusive of employees who are working virtually during the pandemic? As the next generation of talent is entering the global workforce, how can they enable mutual success of all generations? And of course, as we learn more about bias within communities and organizations which create privilege, what steps can be taken to address this issue? The main concept we decided to propose for all of those questions was eradication of segregation. The main reason why we went with this radical idea was because we wanted to eliminate any human factors which could hinder or create prejudice towards other people within the business industry. We know that our society is based on humans and human resources managers who recruit people. However, we also know as a team specifically that people constantly face discrimination from day-to-day basis, which is happening subconsciously every single moment. That is why we decided to go with this concept and create a change.
Teamwork is essential for the effective execution of the project. It facilitates the achievement of objectives and assists all members in overcoming challenges. Due to the fact that our university work and the majority of assignments are based on teamwork, it was easy for us to decide what team would be the most fervent. We all have a considerable background and experience of working in a group, which is why our team managed to organize the working process, estimate the objectives, strengths and weaknesses of each member, and consequently divide the duties productively. Time is the main asset. If you value it, then team management is a must in your project. So, by creating a strong team, my coworkers and I have handled the task in its best way.
Let's discuss the visual part of our presentation, which was an important factor in getting our nomination. The visual part is very important for the presentation because it can be an additional tool to convey your information in the way you want it to be presented. It's understood. Of course, pleasing look of the presentation is also important, but we can use colors, we can use pictures to influence person psychology for a complete understanding picture of the information.
For example, on this slide, we talked about attracting diversity, and this colorful animation shows well the meaning of this concept. On the next slide, we explain the concept of our system where gender, race, nationality, and other things are not important. Therefore, the symbols denoting this are blurred, because all these identities will not go anywhere, but the meaning of the information is that a person will not be judged by this, and the blurred picture complements this concept. Let's also talk about the placement of the text. The way it is placed on the slide affects the perception of information. For example, on this slide, the information about the system is placed one by one, which allows you to consider the information sequentially. And on this one, the text is placed on 2 sides, which help you to understand the 2 elements are being compared. So the placement of the text helps you to understand exactly how you want to label the information.
Let's summarize the visual and highlight a few tips. The first one, work in the same color palette. This will help your presentation look more harmonious. The second one. Use animation, pictures, videos. It can be found available for use. But don't steal someone's work. The third one. Incorporate your logic into presentation. It should look clear and help convey your information, not just be colorful. Use different elements for uncomplicated tricks on the viewer's subconscious perception. The last one. Don't be afraid to spend your time on it. Many people underestimate the importance of visuals and spend the least amount of time on it. But a few hours of work on your presentation is worth it. So, these elements together will do some magic to your presentation. Good luck!
And our team would like to thank the Ukrainian American Concordia University for their opportunity to participate in Beyond Borders case competition, as well as the organizers of this competition for its holding. We learned so much about their diversity and inclusion, and we really enjoyed this challenge a lot. All in all, it was a wonderful experience for all of us. And we think that students should take part in such competitions because this is a great chance to find new friends, meet like-minded people, develop communication and teamwork skills, share their knowledge and gain a lot of valuable information, and even receive valuable prizes.